Om Nithya.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
புல்லாகி பூடாய் புழுவாய் மரமாகி பல்விருகமாகி பறவையாய் பாம்பாகி கல்லா மனிதராய் பேயாய் கணங்களாய் வல்லசுரராகி முனிவராய் தேவராய் செல்லாவிந்த இத்தாவர சங்கமத்துள் எல்லா பிறப்பும் பிறந்திழைத்தேன் எம்பெருமான். மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று வீடுற்றேன். மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று வீடுற்றேன்.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda, we offer our humble obeisance, our humble pranam to the divine lotus feet of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. And we welcome all the viewers across the world, wishing an auspicious Suprabhatam, good morning, to all this morning. For those of you turning into the first time to KAILASA's Nithyananda TV, welcome to the official channel of Sri KAILASA, the only and greatest Hindu nation in the world. His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam is the reviver of KAILASA, the ancient enlightened civilization and the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness is an avatar from and is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness had made science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities for humanity. Sovereign Order of Sri KAILASA, led by His Divine Holiness and Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora, are working for global peace. Hindu University, with extended campuses in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, astrology, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and the 64 sacred arts and science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu. His Divine Holiness is the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shyamalapita Sarvajna Pita and present Emperor of Suryavamsha Surangi Samrajyam. His Divine Holiness has survived the worst persecution of many assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. To explore the videos, you can visit KAILASA's Nithyananda YouTube channel. Spread the message of Sri KAILASA. Share the Satsang. Let's enrich and enrich. In Hinduism, we organize the happening of, we recognize the happening of incarnation on planet Earth every few thousands of years. The superconscious energy decides to manifest in a physical plane and relate with all of us to give the breakthrough which is needed at that time. This happened with all the physical breakthroughs of life, like walking on land for the first time, walking on two legs for the first time, developing language for the first time. Paramashiva manifested on planet Earth in order to lead life at the time to the next evolutionary breakthrough in consciousness. Today, there are millions that recognize Paramashiva has come down to planet Earth once again in the form of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, whom we fondly refer as Swamiji. He manifested this grand Leela of his life for each and every one of us to be a part, to have a superconscious breakthrough. Swamiji has taken this physical form and come down from KAILASA itself. Now that Swamiji is here, we can celebrate and his happening on this planet and spread the message of Sri KAILASA. We invite all the viewers to share this link with all on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. As we continue in the Satsang introduction, we get prepared for Swamiji's Satsang. Swamiji beautifully tells us, please understand, the only practice which can destroy self-doubt pattern is enriching others. You cannot complete with the self-doubt. You need to understand how much ever completion you try to do, you will suspect. You will have doubt even on the completion itself. How will you clear it? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says very beautifully, if somebody is possessed by ghost, you can throw sesame seeds on them and drive the ghost away. But the ghost enters inside the sesame seed. How will you drive the ghost using the sesame seed? He is sitting inside the sesame seed itself. So, if you have any incompletion, you can do the completion process and complete it. Get rid of it. Get rid of the incompletion. But self-doubt is such, the doubt in very completion process itself. So, the incompletion has entered into your completion. Then, how the completion is going to remove the incompletion? I tell you, the one and only way to get rid of the self-doubt is enrich others. Enrich is not marketing. Enriching is not converting. Because converting others, the result is external. With marketing, the result is external. For the sake of the results outside, you do marketing or converting. But here, with enriching, the result is inside, within us.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Over the last 7 months, Swamiji has been continuously guiding Kailasians through the perilous time which we are living in. The coronavirus pandemic has claimed almost 20 million lives with 700,000 deaths. The economic collapse, the global famine, which has happened due to the lockdown that nations all over the world have mandated, are both affecting billions. An approximate 10 million people all over the world are suffering due to the severe hunger. The world is facing a crisis of unprecedented proportions with the COVID-19 pandemic, worldwide lockdown, deep insecurity about health, worries about the uncertain future, be it one's job, or children's education, or the global economy, or social structure. 40 to 60 million people will be pushed into extreme poverty because of the economic shock from COVID-19. Over 90% of COVID-19 cases are happening in urban areas, with over 1 billion people living in informal settlements and slums-like conditions. COVID-19 is exacerbating the vulnerability of this population. On average, women make up to 70% of healthcare workers and social care sector in 104 countries. Women already do 3 times as much unpaid care work as men. With COVID-19, unpaid care work has increased, with children out of school, heightened care needs of older persons, and overwhelmed health services. In developing countries, vast majority of women employment is in the informal economy. About 70% COVID-19 quarantining has caused a spike in domestic violence. Nearly 1.2 billion students, which is 68% of the total students enrolled, are affected by schools closure. 144 countries still have nationwide closures in place. 55% of the world's population are not covered by social insurance or social assistance. Globally, only 20% of unemployed people are covered by unemployment benefits, and in some regions, the coverage is much lower. Internally, displaced people are also at high risk. One third of the world's IDPs lives in 10 countries most at risk to the COVID-19 socio-economic impacts. COVID-19 will double the number of people facing the food crisis. About 265 million people in low and middle income countries at risk of acute food insecurity by the end of 2020 unless swift action is taken. Most people suffering acute food insecurity in 2019 were in the countries affected by conflict, which is 77 million, climate change, which is 34 million, and economic crisis. Informal workers lost 60% of their income with little to no saving and no access to social protection. Global trade value fell 3% in the first quarter of 2020. An estimated quarter-on-quarter decline of 27% is expected in the second quarter. In Hindu scripture, the time that we are living in currently was foretold centuries ago in countless scriptures, including the Agamas and Puranas. The Puranas is a compilation of the historical, universal happenings brought together by Vyasa, a sage who lived many times over the course of centuries upon centuries. In Kurma Purana, sage Vyasa echoes the Rishi's declaration. The Kali Yuga is the worst of the four yugas, ages in all the worlds, the only place which is free from such sin. The Treta Yuga, the path is the sacred knowledge, jnana. In the Dwapara Yuga, only the performance of yajna, the sacred fire ritual. In the Kali Yuga, it is the path of dana, the enriching offers in leaf. Brahma is the presiding divinity of Treta Yuga. In the Treta Yuga, it is Bhagavan Ravi. And the Dwapara Yuga, the Devata, presiding divinity, is Vishnu. And the Kali Yuga, the presiding divinity is Rudra, Lord Maheshwara himself. In this verse, Vyasa explains to us the different ages of time and the avatar who leads us through that time. Specifically, he mentioned that Paramashiva is the avatar who is the presiding deity of this Kali Yuga. Paramashiva manifests just in order to guide us through this time. Today, the world is slowly waking up to the need of the hour as destruction pervades across all nations. The happening of the incarnation of Paramashiva is more relevant to each and every human being, now more so than ever. As the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji has been continuously guiding over 2 billion Hindus all over the world to protect ourselves during this time and to use this time to consciously build ourselves and have a superconscious breakthrough. Paramashivoham Level 2 program is another invite Swamiji has started for the same purpose. Over 5,000 people have attended this 16-day program until today, and we have filled about the heartfelt sharings of people around the world who have benefited. The global Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna, a worldwide 24/7 initiative of meditation, prayer, and spiritual healing through unclutching. Over 4 million minutes have been recorded in less than 100 days. Just to put things in perspective, 4 million minutes is equivalent to one person sitting for 7.6 years and unclutching continuously without one single break. Swamiji has blessed that the power of joining this global movement is such that if you participate by just sitting for 1 hour every day, along with hundreds of others during this yajna, you will experience the same benefit of 7.6 years of unclutching. Another breakthrough program that Swamiji launched is Paramashivoham program, a unique program during the 4-month Chaturmasya period to do digital Shastra Dhyana, studying the scripture. Swamiji reveals the divine message from Paramashiva every day at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Tuning in to live Satsang every day is the perfect way to spiritually align yourself again and again. If you miss the live Satsang, you can always go back and watch KAILASA's Nithyananda YouTube channel. Let us now understand the divine guidance that Swamiji has been giving for us during this pralaya. This is just a handful of the contributions which Swamiji has started in the year of 2023.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
all stress is your inability to connect your various states of existence and have consistency with it. I tell you, every situation you feel irritated, angry, violated, intruded, just don't react. Be calm and look in. What is making you feel violated? What is making you feel irritated? What is it that is getting into your nervous system? What is it that constantly shakes you? If you see, you will understand it has nothing to do with what is happening externally. It is something triggered internally. I tell you. Getting triggered internally and reacting for it externally and making stupid decisions is called delusion. Delusion is worse than death, because death is only 1 minute happening. Delusion destroys you, which is like a continuous suffering. The decisions you make in delusion is worse than death. Death is actually nothing. It's just changing clothes. But decisions you make during delusion destroys your life. Just understand, your husband, your wife, your house, your kids, your furnitures, your family, your friends, your external world is not at all bad, and they are not responsible for the sufferings you are going through inside, at least till December 14th. See, till December 14th, there is a huge Trobhava energy, delusion energy getting released on this planet. At least till December 14th, maybe you can make a chart. You can write on your bedroom wall, or write on a paper and stick it on the bedroom wall. Till December 14th, none of my family or friends or external world is responsible for all my suffering. Understand, everything you feel so logical and factually right to accuse others, blame external situations. Everything looks so factually right, will suddenly collapse after December 14th, because now the delusion energy is predominant in decision making component of you. Buddhi is deluded extensively, so the idea about I and mine is traveling in a very dangerous territory and terrain, both. Terrain and territory, both. The territory which is not yours and the terrain which is very dangerous. I just want you to know, till December 14th, even if you just eat and sleep whole day, that is okay. Don't make major decisions. If you can, do yoga. The ecosystems like how in many cities our devotees have formed. Everyone wakes up in morning Brahma Muhurta and calls all the people who are in that same time zone and does yoga. I tell you, this kind of groups are literally like direct Paramashiva. Person who calls you in Brahma Muhurta and wakes you up and asks you, come on, let's do yoga. Be very clear. Remember that call is directly from me to you. My dear, come on, get up. It's time. Let's do yoga. Remember, this very voice is only coming to you maybe in somebody else's form. Never miss that. Wake up. Do yoga. Do puja. If you don't feel like doing, if you don't want to do, all right, don't do anything, but don't make any decision in your life. If you can do the spiritual practices like yoga, unclutching, you will get enlightened. During this pralaya, I can give you one very powerful technique, method. Just decide to go liquid diet. See, when you don't give solid food, your body, when you don't give solid food to your body starts eating itself. Then it throws all kinds of anger, violence, tantrum, everything. It literally tries to make you mad. During that time, sit and do completion. Read my books, Bhagavad Gita, Living Enlightenment. These are the best books. You will master your biochemistry. Means that chemicals of your biology. See, the impact of the chemicals on your biology, if you master that, you will live such ecstatic life. I tell you, if the load of getting irritated, getting violent is taken away from your system, you will start feeling connection with powerful cognitions and higher existence intensely. I tell you, I have seen this work thousands of times, not just in my life, my gurus. See, actually, when people come to my gurus, I have seen how my gurus deal the disciples, devotees. People come with the problems. I have seen my Guru Isaki Swami personally advising and people getting benefit of this Nirahara Samyama. See, Nirahara Samyama is nothing but you becoming Mahabhairava. See, Mahabhairava is described to be a human flesh eater. Naramamsa Bhakshini. That doesn't mean you will kill human beings and eat. No. Your own body eating itself is Naramamsa Bhakshini. Your own flesh is eaten by your own body. When you don't give solid food, you are Mahabhairava, Akasha Bhairava. Sit as Akasha Bhairava. Don't give solid food, only lubricate your system through liquid diet. Give a very healthy liquid diet, very healthy juices, herbs. I'm not saying don't give nutrients. Give nutrients, minerals, everything needed for the body in a liquid form. When you start doing that, body will try to throw tantrum. It will behave like a mad mother-in-law. Indian mother-in-law. Mad Indian mother-in-law. It will try to break everything.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
This is just a handful of contributions which Swamiji has started in the year of 2020, especially for making superconscious breakthrough happening during the time of Pralaya. Swamiji recently
This is just a handful of contributions which Swamiji has started in the year of 2020, especially for making superconscious breakthrough happen during the time of Pralaya. Swamiji recently inaugurated 6 international organizations in order to organize and continue the services of KAILASA for every human being. These organizations are Satsang for worldwide peace, conflict resolution, religious freedom, Red Om for relief work, hunger-free relief, disaster relief, and medical health aid. Green Om for environmental protection, Blue Om for animal rights, White Om for physiological healing, spiritual counseling, superconscious breakthrough, Yellow Om for Satvidya, yogic Ayurvedic solutions and medical care. To learn more about these initiatives, you can visit kailasa.org/global services. In order to completely get involved with life and start actively working on our consciousness, bringing superconscious breakthrough to ourselves and to the whole humanity. Swamiji gave us one instruction. Let's get involved with KAILASA. Swamiji declared, KAILASA is the message from Paramashiva for all of us, not only to sail through this Pralaya, to have superconscious breakthrough. What do I mean by the word KAILASA? Enlightenment ecosystem. Literally enlightenment itself in your home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to KAILASA, it is okay. KAILASA can come to you. KAILASA coming to you is KAILASA. Literally enlightenment, form manifestation, Paramashiva, everything served to you without you even moving out of your couch for couch activities. Many people use yoga to get attention in parties, kitty parties. If you are practicing or if you talk a lot about spirituality, you get a lot of attention in kitty parties. Sometimes people use yoga commercially. Sometimes people use yoga even for their political interests. Sometimes people use yoga to get attention in kitty parties. Sometimes people use yoga to show that they know a lot. Listen,
but
but none of it will bring any good to you unless you do it. You need to wake up in Brahma Muhurtam and start doing. You need to sit in Padmasana for hours and able to perform your office or any activities of your life. I tell you, even in your office, in your work, in your workplace, if you cannot sit in Padmasana and do it, you will bring so much good to you and to others. Through this KAILASA, we bring everything from Kailasa to you, to your home, where you are. Everything we bring. For example, you are inspired to get up in Brahma Muhurta and do yoga, but your laziness is more powerful in you than your powerful cognitions or inspiration. Then we come with you. We come to you to give proper customized spiritual service, helping you to complete with your laziness pattern. We have detailed understanding about why laziness, why tiredness, why boredom, why you do not feel like getting up early in the morning. If you want to sign up as an Kailasavasi, you can register now at kailasa.org/e-Kailasa.
I want
Let's now
all
hear
over the world
the divine
more and
vision
more
revealed by Swamiji for e-Kailasa.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोहम्
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
I want all over the world more and more ecosystems getting formed. All these people sincerely, not only they will do, they will click and upload it in the internet. I want all places to start this ecosystem, ecosystem. This is the best thing you will do. Not only you have to do, you should just click the screenshot and put it in the Facebook and So you encourage others to join in your ecosystem, in your time zone. You guys can consolidate yourself into time zones because it doesn't need to be distance based. It's a Zoom. So it's only time based. Brahma Muhurta of your time zones, Brahma Muhurta. It can evolve as a beautiful, great spiritual support, especially during this pandemic, pralaya. It is, I will say that it's worthy of $1 million. This ecosystem, what it is contributing to you is $1 million worth. I want all major cities, I want Hyderabad to start this spiritual ecosystem. New York, Los Angeles, Houston, Thiruvannamalai, Vidudi, everywhere. Start this ecosystem. Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. Give a wake-up call during the Brahma Muhurtam. Get up, come on Zoom and start yoga. Malaysia, Australia, Seattle, everywhere. All over the world, I think we should run at least 100,000 ecosystem. I'm going to give special gifts for the people who run ecosystem. I think Mauritius also should start this ecosystem. It's too easy. I think San Jose has done the best job. San Jose can teach how to run an ecosystem successfully. KAILASA. It is literally the real work of KAILASA. Helping people, encouraging, psychologically supporting. I tell you, this ecosystems, enlightened ecosystems. I should say that E means digital. Second E for enlightenment. Third E for ecosystem. Triple E. First E, digital, for that E. Second E, enlightenment. Third E, ecosystem. Electronic enlightenment ecosystem. Triple E. And anyhow, all my disciples are all the time E only. So, electronic enlightenment ecosystem. KAILASA, KAILASA. I strongly support, recommend making this KAILASAs everywhere. Every city which has KAILASA, which evolves KAILASA, I'll be spending and sending special gifts for you guys. And every Kailasians will receive personally my spiritual support and blessing. I want everyone, every human being should become Kailasian. He should be supported spiritually. Hey, do you know? You get a morning wake-up call, especially from a very loving, sympathetic, caring friend who understands even if you don't wake up, it's okay, what can be done? He will only support you, encourage you. Even if he screams at you, it will be cute. Because for your health, he is pushing you. So understand, getting a wake-up call from that kind of a person and that kind of a friends and you start not only doing yoga, share your experiences, spend time, chit chat. Best thing to have in your life is KAILASA, Electronic Enlightenment Ecosystem. I want next 1 week to be dedicated by all my disciples, devotees, to make a beautiful KAILASA all over the world in every time zone, and enroll, enrich as many people as possible. 6E. First E, electronic. Second E, enlightenment. Third E, ecosystem. Electronic enlightenment ecosystem. Then enroll, enrich, enreach. 6 E's. Let's reach out, support every person. I tell you, if you are supported by KAILASA, you are receiving the service worthy of $1 million. Especially during this pandemic, Pralaya, let's reach out every possible person. Let's reach out everybody. Support, help, have more and more positive, powerful cognition. Actually, each KAILASA can have few acharyas. Book reading, even Nirvikalpa Samadhi sessions, unclutching sessions, sharing with each other, supporting each other with powerful cognitions. So there are many people who can really help you with powerful cognitions. We can make a beautiful Acharya's list and publish for each time zone. I think world may be having some 30-40 time zones. I know only vertical time zones. On this horizontal time zone, I don't know much. Maybe 30-40 time zones. In all 30-40 time zones, we can make KAILASAs, and even locally you can start making your own KAILASAs. We can do it in a very nice way, and I'll absolutely support all of you with everything possible. We can make KAILASAs for each time zone, and then you can make local KAILASAs, your own also. For example, in one time zone, if there are 10 cities, all 10 cities can make their own KAILASAs and then connect it with the time zone. Or you can have one time zone. So it all depends on the place. Let's make as many time zones, as many KAILASAs as possible in every time zone. Because, listen, during this Pralaya pandemic, if you are sleeping more than 6 hours, you are in danger of getting destroyed. See, the Pralaya enters into you as excessive sleep initially, then you are gone. Do not allow Pralaya to enter you and destroy you. Like how the belly fat destroys your life once for all. Sleeping more than 6 hours during this Pralaya destroys you once for all. It puts you in wrong pattern. I think this is the best practical solution. KAILASAs. So all KAILASAs, please send an email, register yourself and get it organized. Get it organized. We will support you centrally with acharyas, all the other supporting material, everything possible. I can even send some special mandalas, yantras and all that. Let's work out all that next. First, let's organize ourselves. 100,000 e-Kailasa, million e-Kailasians is the first level enriching we should do.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्।
For this pralaya, Swamiji has guided us that we must infuse intense consciousness, peace inside you and into the world. That is the only thing we can do, especially now. The only thing all of us can do is bring more and more unclutching and more shanti, peace through unclutching. Unclutching is a space of completion and complete restful awareness where you're not clutching to any of the thought, emotion. Most of us are prisoners of our past. We repeat the behavior we are familiar with. This result in the feeling that life is repetitive and boring, that we never experience anything new. When we clutch, each moment becomes fresh. When we unclutch, each moment will be fresh, exciting, and filled with possibility. When you are not transferring the stress and load created by one thought to another thought and carry the load constantly, please understand, usually you transfer the load and the stress you created by one thought to the other thought. And when you are constantly transferring these emotions to the next thought, your inner space becomes insensitive, loaded with so much of emotions. It naturally sinks into depression, restlessness, boredom, all the negative emotions. Unclutching is not connecting one thought and the other thought and carrying the same stress and emotions. When you unclutch, you stop carrying the stress and negative emotions from one thought to the other thought. And when you don't carry that stress, suffering, negativity, pressure, restlessness from the thought to the other thought, naturally you experience the peace inside. Many of us still have questions about unclutching. They may not yet think this is the ultimate technique for them to run their life. Those people may think that they need thoughts or they need the mind to function in their lives. Let us now see what Swamiji says to them.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्।
Here, he is giving us technique to achieve the first level of samadhi. We need to know first, why do we need samadhi first of all? It's not our food and bedroom and clothes are enough for life. Why do we need samadhi at all? What is the necessary to know about this samadhi? Please understand. I can say this is the ultimate luxury a man can have. Ultimate luxury a human being can have is opening
our connection to the cosmic consciousness. Sometimes these great ideas, words, they happen in our life once in a while like a breeze, and after a few days you forget about them. You are caught in your regular routine, in your regular life. Again, after some time, when you get a chance to see somebody like this, some ideas, again they touch you. Again, you forget about them in your life, you carry on in your life. Again, sometime, once in a while you come in contact. That is the reason we don't understand how important the necessity of the Samadhi experience. Please understand. A born blind man can never understand what he is missing. Same way, a person who has not experienced Samadhi even once can never understand what he is missing. It's a whole another dimension of life. Whole another dimension of life. The other day, one of my disciples was driving me from Phoenix to Los Angeles. Suddenly I turned towards him and I said, I wish you have a body like mine. And he started laughing. What did you mean, Swamiji? Nothing. I put little snacks in the mouth. They were eating little snacks and they gave me little. The moment I put the little snacks in the mouth, immediately body was in Samadhi. Means it was an ecstasy. Nothing more is needed to please you. Just these few qualities, understand about these few qualities, then you will understand the power of Samadhi, utility value of Samadhi. See, today, I want you to understand the utility value of Samadhi. Only then the meaning of what I am talking will be understood. Only then you will understand why you should sit and listen for hours together about Samadhi. It has direct utility value in your life. Just little snacks, nothing else. Just that. Body was already in Samadhi. Means overflowing, ecstasy, joy. Just feels nothing is needed. See, when that feeling nothing more is needed is there, you feel like blessing the whole universe. Life is too good. Just understand, having that feeling, life is too good. It's just, that is there. Whenever you have the feeling, life is too good, you are living. I can say, having that feeling, life is too good, 24/7, 365. Sorry, 366 is what I call Ananda, or living in Samadhi. Just continuously feeling life is good, life is good, life is good. If that idea, that feeling, life is good is not there, whatever you have, what is worth? It's nothing. It's not worthy of anything. It is not worthy of anything. And if that feeling life is good is there, you just know life is good. Life is good. Living in Samadhi, it has great utility value. Apart from that, you see, when you have that feeling, life is good, suddenly you see there is no hangover on people. Understand? I am not asking you to go and play with it or break the conditioning overnight. You will not be able to do. But you can prepare step by step, step by step. You can reclaim your natural state. You can reclaim your yogic body, yogic hardware. It is possible. When I say all the below 30 people take 1 year off, I mean you will have yogic hardware. Now you need that. And Vedic software. When I say after 60, take off 1 year. You may not be able to do yogic hardware. It is too late. But at least Vedic software, that can be done. That can be done. That is possible. That is what I mean. Understanding the utility value of Samadhi. Once you understand the utility value of Samadhi, then you will start working for it. Here Patanjali is giving you, defining the first level samadhi, sampranyada samadhi. The first level samadhi is describing vitarka, vichara, ananda, ashmita, rupanugamat, sampranyataha. Reasoning, contemplation, blissful flowering, and the state of pure awareness are the characteristics of sampranyada samadhi. Reasoning, contemplation, blissful flowering, and state of pure awareness. About reasoning and contemplation, yesterday we internalized, we understood. Yesterday I expressed few truths about reasoning and contemplation. Today, let's work on Ananda and Ashmita. Blissful flowering and state of pure awareness. Ananda, my favorite subject. I can say that is our brand. Whatever subject I may touch, I look through that Ananda angle only. The angle of bliss. I may be speaking on intelligence, I may be speaking on yoga, I may be speaking on tantra, I may be speaking on silence, I may be speaking on peace. Whatever I speak, I connect it to the bliss, Ananda. That is our branding. I can say that's the essence of life. Here, Patanjali describes Ananda as one of the important qualities which you experience and express in Sampranyada Samadhi, the first level Samadhi. Sampranyada Samadhi means the Samadhi which you experience through these four states. It's the first level. There is second level, Asampranyada Samadhi. Then he describes different kinds, Savigalpa, Nirvigalpa, different kinds of Samadhis, different kinds of spiritual experiences.
Paramahamsa Nithyananda conducts Inner Awakening, a 21-day enlightenment.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
The global Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna was on the 94th day to give the world a superconscious breakthrough and heal the world from COVID-19. People from over 50 countries continuously radiated the space of Paramashiva by practicing the unclenching meditation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, starting from 13th May Indian time. 500 people sessions from 3 languages around the world, from 50 countries, 30,000 minutes for peace. Every language started with the chanting of Mahavakya for 1 hour, and the Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita for 1 hour, and then hours of straight unclenching. At any given time, there is active unclenching around the world. Join the movement at kailasa.tv/minutes for peace. Swamiji revealed deeper insights into the cosmic happening of this Pralaya period. He has given us a glimpse of what is going on in the macrocosm level and revealed to us exactly how that maps to us in microcosmic level. Before going further in our Satsang introduction today, let us remind ourselves of what Swamiji said.
I welcome all of you with my love and respect. Paramashiva's direct message from KAILASA. Listen. Universe, cosmos is not only expanding, the expansion is accelerated. Please understand. I am revealing as Paramashiva, Mahadeva is revealing to me. One of the greatest quality I enjoy about myself is I don't have strategies. What he reveals, I reveal. And after it flows, becomes reality, I can see his vision, and I am also enjoying the vision of Paramashiva along with you. Please understand. I know the vision of Paramashiva, but I don't have a strategy other than his vision. So I can be absolutely complete, sincere to these two statements. One, I love you all sincerely. I lived, living, will live just as a pure, transparent manifestation of Paramashiva without having any addition, deletion, strategies, nothing. Just simple Paramashiva straight away. Simple Paramashiva straight forward. I can stand between you and Paramashiva and declare my integrity to both of you at a time. I can look at the side of Paramashiva and say, yes, I am absolutely integrated to you. I can look at all yours, your side, and say, I am absolutely integrated to you. Please understand, strategy-less visionary is the definition of me. Visionary without a strategy. I'll just reveal what Paramashiva reveals. Paramashiva is very clearly expressing. Now means this pralaya. not only universe is expanding, the expansion is accelerated. Understand? He also showed me the verbal manifestation, how the expansion is accelerated. Om is the expansion. The sound of the universe is Om. 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 And the acceleration of this expansion is Shiva, 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 Shiva. Listen, all of you human beings have binary existence, like inhaling, exhaling, life, death. Binariness is your existence. Let Shiva be your binariness. She inhaling, Va exhaling, She life, Va death. This prana samana, inhaling, exhaling, life and death, everything, the binary happening in you, masculine and feminine, the binary happening in you, be Shiva, 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 Shiva. Listen. This is the sound of the cosmos happening now, at present. Om is the physics, the existential reality of the universe by its natural expanding quality, tendency. Shiva is the vibration of acceleration happening in this expansion. So just go on, be sitting in that space. Shiva. See, when you are sitting in this space of Shiva, 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 that accelerated expansion of the universe starts happening in you, and you get the stimulus package from cosmos. Listen, not only governments, even cosmos is doing a powerful stimulus package for people to get superconscious breakthrough and manifest powers in this pralaya, in this pandemic. Simple way to get the large chunk of that stimulus package to manifest intense powers, love, knowledge, enlightenment. Big share Paramashiva is pushing on the world, humanity. Very simple way. Sit as much time as you can. Actually, you don't even need a separate time. While you are doing all your work, including falling asleep, you can just go on be inside vibrating. Don't chant, vibrate. Shiva. See, remembering and forgetfulness, both are your binary. Like inhaling and exhaling is your binary. Remembering, forgetfulness, and male, female, Shiva, Devi, Paramashiva, Parashakti, your existence is binary. Your understandings are binary. Your realizations are binary. Your experience of life is binary. You act binary. You live binary. Being and acting binary. Everything is binary. Silence and talking, everything is binary. So let your core existence of binary become Shiva, 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 Shiva. Along with your day-to-day activity, let this Shiva become undercurrent of you for this Pralaya period. I am not telling you to strategize to be in that chanting Shiva, 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 Shiva whole life. Then you will never do. I am not interested in that. Just do for this Pralaya.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Autobiography of the Avatar. Now, it's a time to continue our divine remembrance of the autobiography of the Avatar. One of the ways of realizing Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the space of unclutching, is practicing the presence of God. In the remembering and learning about His divine life, we fall in the space of oneness with Him.
புல்லாகி கூடாய் புழுவாய் மரமாகி பல்விருகமாகி பறவையாய் பாம்பாகி கல்லா மனிதராய் பேயாய் கணங்களாய் வல்லசுரராய் முனிவராய் தேவராய் செல்லாவில்லை தாவர சங்கமத்துள் எல்லா பிறப்பும் பிறப்பிறத்தேன் பெருமான் மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று வீடுற்றேன்
Swamiji tells us beautifully exclusivity and intensity in the relationship is the right you gain the moment you cognize my identity as Paramashiva. Cognizing my identity as Paramashiva, me as manifestation of Paramashiva. Now, we can hear from Swamiji himself about how we can transform when you recognize the incarnation of Paramashiva.
KAILASA's NHU students. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashiva Ganas, Paramashivoham Season 9 participants. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's direct and very important message. Listen intensely, sincerely, carefully, and assimilate. Recognizing my identity as Paramashiva, me as manifestation of Paramashiva, especially the exclusive relationship you have over me, the exclusivity is the right you gain the moment you recognize my identity. Understand? Exclusivity and intensity, exclusivity and intensity in the relationship is the right you gain the moment you recognize, the moment you cognize my identity as Paramashiva. Understand? Listen to this very intensely. Keep two mirrors. Sit in such a way in one mirror, your face will reflect. In another mirror, this world, naturally the world only will reflect. Maybe you can sit next to the window, keeping the mirror, showing the sky. Listen. In reality, both mirrors are mirroring two different dimension, face of you. How much you feel you are your body, how much that is true, more than that you are cosmos is true. You are part of this cosmos. You are verily, if I have to make more proper statement, you are verily the core and source of this cosmos consciousness. Just like Paramashiva has 25 faces, you experiencing your body as you is one phase of you. You experiencing your mind, emotions as you is one phase of you. You experiencing your deep sleep state is one phase of you. You knowing this whole cosmos is you is one phase of you. Understand, if you recognize my identity as Paramashiva, you will recognize your identity as Paramashiva. If you recognize your identity as Paramashiva, one of the face of you is Paramashiva, you will simply recognize, I am Paramashiva. In these two, any one happens, you won the game. Life is all about that. That's all. Life is too simple. It's all about living after recognizing your identity as Paramashiva or my identity as Paramashiva. That's it. I tell you. When I recognized Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my guru's identity as Paramashiva, I said, Shiva Yanamaha. When I recognized my identity as Paramashiva, I just said, Shivoham. Understand? Living either as Shiva Yanamaha or Shivoham. Both are okay, but this is life. Life is too simple. Beautifully, Gita says, 4th chapter, 9th sloka, Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tatvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mamedi sorjunaha. O Arjuna, the one who knows the divinity of my happening and divinity of my actions in its true nature will not take one more birth after leaving the body and will get into me the supreme consciousness. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yadadi siddhaye yadadamabi siddhanam kaschinmam vetti tatvataha. The 7th chapter, 3rd sloka, Bhagavad Gita. Among thousands of men, rare one endeavors for perfection, even of the perfected ones who are diligent. One perchance recognizes who I am. Recognizing the identity of an incarnation is the fulfillment, completion of life. That's it. Bhaktya mamabhijanati yavan yaschasmi tatvataha tato mam tatvato jnatva vishate tadanantaram. Bhagavad Gita's 18th chapter, 55th sloka. By devotion he knows me in reality what and who I am. Then having known me in reality, he forthwith enters into the Supreme.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
The great Hindu incarnation, Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi's mother, lived with him in physically difficult conditions and in poverty in the caves of Arunachala. Life was hard for her due to her age as well. One day, Bhagwan Ramana's sister came and said to their mother, "Mother, you are not well. Come, I have a comfortable house." She refused and turning to Bhagwan told him, "I want to die only in your arms. After my death, you may even throw away my body into some thorn bushes. It doesn't matter." Soon after this incident, Bhagwan's mother fell seriously ill. On the day of her passing away, from early in the morning, Bhagwan sat next to her with his left hand on her head and his right hand on the right side of her chest. He remained like, like that for nearly 8 hours. The devotees who had gathered there knew that her end had come. They observed the beauty and sanctity of a son elevating his mother's soul to the infinite. Kunjaswami, who was present later, said that the devotees observing this felt it was a physical demonstration of the soul's journey to the absolute. It was like heat and light spreading from a flame. When that soul and mind had merged in the self, Bhagwan took his hands off and then said, "When the soul merges with the self and is completely annihilated, a soft ring like that of a bell can be felt." It was a common practice that after witnessing a death, all those present must bathe. However, Bhagwan said that in this case there was no need as there was no pollution. She did not die. Instead, she is absorbed in Arunachala, he stated. Later, the devotees who were there inquired, "Bhagwan, what did you do by keeping your hands on her head and her chest? What exactly took place?" Bhagwan explained, "Innate tendencies and subtle memories of past experiences that lead to future possibilities became very active when my hands were placed on her. Since after the scene rolled before her in her subtle consciousness, the outer scenes had already gone. The soul was passing through a series of experiences, thus avoiding the need of rebirth and making possible the union of the mind with the self or the heart. The soul was at last disrobed of all subtleties before it reaches its final destination, the supreme peace of liberation from which there is no return to ignorance." From Ramana Periya Puranam, note to commemorate the anniversary of Ramana Maharshi's mother's death, a special puja known as her Aradhana or Mahapuja is performed every year at the Matrubhuteshwara. Swami Amma, one of the pillars for not just Swamiji's biological family, but also for this entire global Sangha, our global community of Sri Kailasa, is Swamiji's own biological mother, Ma Lokanayaki, whom we lovingly call as Swami Amma. Lokanayaki and Arunachalam are the biological parents of the avatar. They entered matrimony on 26 June 1974 blissfully oblivious that Cosmos was executing its most auspicious plan for humanity through their marriage. They entered in utter innocence with normal human expectations from each other and life. Their innocence and pure surrender is revered and respected by the disciples and followers of the Avatar today worldwide, and fondly acknowledged by the Avatar himself as a tribute to them and teaching to humanity forever. This is the wedding album of the Avatar's biological parents, Lokanai and Arunachala. The wedding took place in Tiruvannamalai at the famous Oya Mutt on 26th Jan 1974, 4 years prior to his descent. Wedding invitation. Wedding invitation to the grand wedding celebrations of the Avatar's biological parents, Lokanayaki and Arunachalam. The engagement happened 3 months prior to the marriage. The day before the wedding, the Avatar's father is standing and receiving from the temple priest the attire to wear for a night's grand procession. It is customary for the bride side to give the attire to the bridegroom. Next to the priest is the Avatar's maternal grandfather, Raju Mudalayar's uncle, who is Raju Mudalayar's father's younger brother, Tangavel Mudaliyar, who was the oldest living male on the maternal side at that time, seated next to his father's older brother Kumaraswamy. The night before the wedding, the Avatar's biological parents are in a customary grand procession in a chariot. The mother's sibling and a few other children are seen in the picture. The age gap was large between her and her siblings, that they seem like almost the next generation. We can see how the marriage followed the most authentic customs and traditions and was celebrated by the whole town of Tiruvannamalai. In the photos, we can spot all the different family members, including Swami Amma's father and mother, Raju Mudaliyar and Ellammal. Through the attendees or even the marriage couple were not aware. This marriage was a historical event and was arranged by Paramashiva himself in preparation of his grand happening on this planet Earth. In the months prior to the birth of Swamiji, Swami Amma would be listening to the great Vedic chants and other devotional words in order to produce the right vibration and atmosphere for the descent of Paramashiva himself into the human body. One of it is the Abhirami, Abhirami Antati verse, which the Avatar later chanted on his own from the sheer memory of listening to it from inside the mother's womb. His Divine Holiness himself narrates about his mother's innocent surrender and the quality of establishing her identity through contributing, not only before his birth, but even after the birth of Swamiji. Swami Ma had an important role in maintaining the Vatavarana for raising Swamiji.
establish your
புல்லாகி பூடாய் பூவாய் மரமாகி பல்விருகமாகி பறவையாய் பாம்பாகி கல்லா மனிதராய் பேயாய் கணங்களாய் வல்லசுகராய் முனிவராய் தேவராய் செல்லாய் தாவர சங்கமத்துள் எல்லா பிறப்பிறப்பிறப்பே பெறுவான் மெய்யே உன்னடியில் கண்டு இன்று வீழ்த்தே
identity by contribution, by enriching. I don't know how much I can make you guys believe, how much you guys will be able to believe. I have seen my own mother. She's still alive. I'm seeing her now for last 37 years. It's not that she was always only in the high in her life. She was born and brought up to a very decently established family. I can say that her parents are upper middle class people. I heard in those days that was the most organized and largest wedding happened in that whole village. She had that kind of a background, but my father was not that rich and he could not maintain even the wealth given to him by my grandparents. But throughout last 37 years, I am seeing her. I have not seen her even once trying to establish her identity by throwing tantrum. I just feel blessed that I am carrying her biomemory. Please understand. Even now, she is literally the Sangha Janani. Means she is the mother of our whole Sangha. She is the Sangha Mata, literally. But I have never seen her establishing her identity, establishing her existence by throwing tantrum. Even now, whatever way she established herself, it is always through contribution. She is the embodiment of this one concept. Establish yourself only by contribution. If not, just lie down. When she is not able to do that, she will just lie down. But never take up the other route of establishing the identity by throwing tantrum or any power game or authority. I don't know how I will be able to convince all of you. If you lived in the ashram or if you have lived around her, you will know this one idea. She is embodiment of that one idea. I have seen her even from my childhood. Even when family went through the worst poverty, never I have seen her shouting at my father even once. Never I have seen her demanding from my father even once. Asking for something, fighting for something. Even when my father was not in the right mental state of doing some business successfully, even when he was
frustrated. She took it up and started running a small grocery shop. I have seen her. She will cook in the morning, run and open the grocery shop. She will manage the grocery shop. In the night, she will lock the shop and come back and again cook. Of course, it's a large giant family. We had grandmother, so many other people also supporting her in cooking, the jobs of the house. But throughout, she established her identity only by contributing. I have not seen her once fighting with anybody. Even though she gets bullied many times, understand all these points I am explaining. Agitative decisions, trying to establish your identity by throwing tantrum, imaginary background music and edited replay of flashbacks, all these things are directly connected with each other. All these are closely related to the stupid entertainment industry and the ideas it dumps on your head. The way she stood only contributing. I have never seen her throwing tantrum or trying to establish her existence or survival by throwing tantrum. Even now, literally she owns the whole Sangha. But I have never seen her doing anything other than contributing. So many times I have told her to take care of herself, whatever she wants to have and all that, but she will never accept any of my blanket offerings. Just like every ashramite, whenever I need, I'll come for approval and get it. Stop with that. Just like any ashramite, if they want to go to hospital, they will ask the welcome center, I need vehicle. Send me to hospital, give me medical assistance. Or if they want any clothes or any housekeeping necessity, they will go to the welcome center and tell, I want this, and then housekeeping will supply. That's exactly the way she lives even now. I'll tell, what is this? Why are you going and standing all there and all? You just have everything for yourself and do it. She'll say, no. Whatever is for everyone, let me do like that. Let me live. Never I have seen her establishing her identity, even for the small basic things which will not harm the Sangha. See, if she establishes her identity, I am the mother of Swamiji, for her soap and paste brush, it is not going to affect the Sangha. Or it's not going to affect the flow of the life for our medical care or anything. She won't assert, even in those small basic needs, she will not put her foot down or she will not throw tantrum. If you live around her, you will understand whatever I am saying is true. I tell you, wherever you are, establish your identity only by contribution. You will be such a light. When I say light, L-I-T-E and L-I-G-H-T. You will be such a light being. Do not believe this false theory of you need to throw your weight to establish yourself. It is wrong. It is false. Don't try to tell me, no, you don't know the atmosphere I am in, Swamiji. My industry is like that, my family is like that, the background, the office I am working is like that. Unless I throw my weight, nothing can get done. No, it is. Please do not. I have seen the universe more than you. Please believe me.
this discourse, Swamiji tells us that for his whole life, which was 37 years when Swamiji spoke in this discourse, he has never once tried to establish her identity by throwing a tantrum. He even says, I just feel blessed that I'm carrying her biomemory. Swamiji gave her the beautiful title for her role in the Sangha. She literally the Sangha Janani, means she is the mother of our whole Sangha. She is the Sangha Mata, literally. Even now, why she established herself, it is always through contribution. She is the embodiment of this one concept. Establish yourself only by contribution. If not, just lie down. When she is not able to do that, she will just lie down, but never take up the other route of establishing the identity by throwing a tantrum or any power game or authority. If you lived in the ashram or if you have lived around her, you will know this one idea. She is the embodiment of that one idea. Swami Amma seeks to contribute to every single one's life. Swamiji reveals to us, even when family went through the worst poverty, never have seen her shouting at my father even once. Never I have seen her demanding from my father even once. Asking for something, fighting for something, even when my father was not in the right mental stage of doing some business successfully, even when he was frustrated, she took it up and started running a small grocery store. Throughout, she established her identity only by contributing. Swamiji says, I have not seen her once fighting with anybody, even though she gets bullied many times. The way she stood only by contributing. I have never seen her throwing tantrum or trying to establish her existence or survival by throwing tantrums. Even now, literally, she owns the whole Sangha. Swamiji says, but I have never seen her doing anything other than contributing. In addition, Swamiji says, if you are bringing up the child with you, this should be the basic condition. It should be all the time playing in your lap, whether the child is with you in the house. Whenever time permits, there should be a tremendous friendliness and completion. Many Westerners can't understand when Swamiji says sometimes in Satsangs and programs, till he left the house, he used to always sleep in the same bed with Swami Amma. Westerners can't understand. In Hinduism, it is a lifestyle. The children always sleep next to the mother or the father. Even the word sleeping with has been polluted and corrupted. Children playing with the father and the mother. Spending time as much as possible brings tremendous completion to the kids and make them understand what is completion. How completion empowers you, makes you strong. Even the habit of always feeding people and the trend that has been set across Sri Kailash around the world, Swamiji owes to Swami Amma. Swamiji explains how, with the inspiration of her father, Raju Mudaliyar, she had fed all the sadhus regularly in Tiruvannamalai in this video.
Next, I've seen this in my own life.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोहम्
Next, I've seen this in my own life. My mother is a typical middle class lady. But I am an extreme guy in anything I take up. Anything I take up, I am fully into it. One day my grandfather was doing Maheshwara Puja, means feeding the sadhus. And then after doing the Maheshwara Puja, he did Namaskar. He fell at the feet of all the sadhus. I asked my mother why he is falling at their feet after giving food. My mother said, we will get Shivaloka. That much only she knows. But she doesn't know. At that age itself, I already studied the scriptures and started listening. And I learnt. I think this happened around the age of 6 or 7. By that time, I am already exposed to Raghupati Yogi and his words. So she said, we will get Shivaloka. Then I told her, all right, if that is the case, then let us give. Every day let us feed all the sadhus who come. Then she said, no. We should do only this much. I couldn't get a convincing answer from her. Why we not do every day? With all the money we have. And even she never thought about it. I asked her, why you do not think further? You say this is good and even you feel good. I've seen her very sincerely she will do. She will cook and feed. The annadana, the quality of feeding people, I learned from her. Still I am happy about it. Still I carry that one pride. All our ashrams and campuses, without even me telling, our sannyasis have learnt this one idea. If you start ashram, you have to feed people. Whoever comes, you should make sure they eat and go. When they start an ashram,
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोहम्।
At the age of 16, approximately, Swamiji decided that he wanted to leave Tiruvannamalai and embark on his mission. By the time, his gurus had also decided that he was ready to start transmitting the experience of superconsciousness to the whole world. In the next video, Swamiji explains how he left the home and even how blessed he feels to have a mother who was able to renounce and let him go without a fuss.
स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे। स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे। स्वभावचिन्मय
Like one common mother, when child leaves mother, always feels very sad. I don't want to let go and don't want to let go. Can you explain? If you can, what was your mother's reaction when you left the home? I know you will not leave, that is why I did not take birth to you. That is why I did not take birth to you. I can say, if mother is too possessive of a child, she will not even give birth. What to do then? Even giving birth is a form of a let go. She is allowing him to leave the body. Only a mother who is ready to allow that next level explosions to happen, who is ready to let go, who is ready to give inspiration, or who is ready to allow, can be the real mother. Understand? If you are that possessive, if you are that much sad, then you should not even give birth. You should continuously feed him through your umbilical cord. The umbilical cord connection should be continuously kept alive. Then carry him continuously. Why are you giving birth? Why are you allowing him to come out? How? Physically, only when you allow him to come out after 9 months, he can grow. Psychologically, after some time, only if you allow him to break from you, he can grow. Physical disconnection is birth, and psychological disconnection is sannyas. Understand? In that case, in that way, I am very fortunate. When I went and told my mother, it was late night. Still I remember. Late night, around 11 o'clock. I went to temple and spent some time, and usually that is the time I will come back. When I come back, I had my own key. I'll open and come inside. I used to wear the wooden sandals, so that will create a big noise and wake up the whole house. The house was stone, granite floor. Those days, the Indian houses are all built with granite and teak wood. My grandmother used to say that the house was 300 years old. 300 years, something like a 10, 11 generation they are living in the same house. Of course, huge house. Whenever I enter with that wooden sandals, it will make such a big sound, tatak, 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 tatak. Then they will wake up. She will wake up and prepare my food if I want to eat. If I have finished eating in the temple itself, then she will say good night, that's all. She got up and she was about to prepare the food. I called her and said, see, I have decided that I am going to go for sannyas, so you can give me food tonight. Even though I finished eating, you can give this food. I'll eat, because from tomorrow I am not going to be here. I am going for sannyas. It was a very casual announcement to her. Of course, surely she had shock, and she did not tell anything. And another thing, important thing, all of them know from the beginning, talking or convincing, nothing will work with me. All they know is, before telling them, I will be very clear. But when I say, it means it is going to be done, that's all. And she just started pouring. The tears are rolling from her eyes. I looked at her and asked, what do you mean? Do you mean to say that I should not go? She just moved her head, saying no. No, I did not say that. All I think is, I'm crying because I am not able to control, accept, that's all. But I can't say you cannot go, because she knows one day it will happen. The beauty is, never said no. Not only never said you cannot go. She told my father, he is telling that. My father started thinking that she shouted at me or she created some problem. That's why I am telling this. And my father said, why did you shout at him? Why did you create any problem? And you know how he is. And my mother said, no, I did not shout or anything. He just came and told directly. Then my father understood that the situation was not fight and anything. It was a straight, simple declaration. My father came to me and he sat and asked me. One funny thing, even in those days they used to call me as Swami. Even in those days the title was Swami. He asked me, what Swami, what you are telling? I heard that your mother was telling something. I said yes. And I was not worried or I was not emotional, I was not disturbed or anything. It was a simple conversation. Like a very casually how I used to have a very good relationship with the parents and very deep relationship. And I told him directly, yes, I have decided that I wanted to take sannyas and want to become enlightened. And it was shock for him. But he saw that I am very clear, balanced, cool, relaxed. Then he made only one statement. If you fall sick, just tell us that we want to take care of you. That's all. All he said is, if at all you fall sick anywhere during your travel, please inform us, we want to take care. That is the only thing we want. Nothing else. You do what you want. Never stood in between. Understand, only the pair, any relationship, when they are ready to allow the next phase, only then it's a healthy relationship. I have seen thousands of youngsters who are really inspired, bold enough, courageous to take up this path, seeking, but did not even had a chance to explore because of parents. What they have done by marrying, and they lived all their lives, and they want to make their kids also just the same like a buffaloes as what they did. No, it's a lesson. Whoever listens, let it be in record. That's why I am talking. It's forever, the future. Understand? Very rarely few souls get the inspiration to explore. If at all, you see, I'm not saying train your kids or force your kids to become Swamis. No. If at all they discover that click, do not stand in between. You will be blessed. If you don't, stand in between. Stop from all your attachment. Even if he tries and struggles and becomes a failure, nothing wrong. I would have been a failure for at least 10 times in my 10 births. That's why this time I am successful. So it is good. Any exploration, any research, any adventure in the conscious field should be encouraged, allowed and supported. Try at least not to do that regular mistake in your life. I really want to get out of these attachment and expectations, but having very hard time. Then I have hard time what to do. Then what to do? That was one great thing. Still I always remember them with so much of respect and gratitude, just because they did not disturb. Nothing else. Neither they disturbed before enlightenment, nor they disturbed after enlightenment. That is the great thing.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोहम्।
In around 2003 or 2004, Swami Amma, His Divine Holiness, biological mother, was one among the audience to witness one of the earliest Devi Bhava Darshan, which happened in the Ananda Sabha, the program hall in Adi Kailash in Bangalore. During this darshan, in deep, fulfilling energy of the divine feminine consciousness, Parashakti expresses through Swamiji. At the beginning of the process, Swamiji conducted the Sri Vidya Homa, one of the 5 rituals offering worship to Devi Parashakti, radiating the energy of Devi Parashakti herself, and then gave darshan to those present in the hall. At the time, no men were allowed in the hall, only women. All lights were off, and the only light was from the Kuttu Vilakku, that is the tail oil lamps. Swami Amma recalls narrating in Tamil. Swamiji entered quietly into the Ananda Sabha, fully dressed in a sari and jewels in the Devi Bhava. He sat on asanam for Sri Vidya Homa like a new bride who is sitting for her wedding ceremony, one leg with his knee bent and pressed to his chest and the other down. Like that, he conducted the whole Homa. The next day morning, Swami Amma was cutting vegetables in the kitchen when he heard Swamiji call her Amma. She looked up and see he was standing in the doorway of the kitchen, smiling at her. After yesterday night, did you feel satisfied of the desire to have a daughter? She folded her hands and told him, I only had the satisfaction of seeing my own mother, the Divine Mother. Just this incident shows us Swami Amma's innocent, and wholesome surrender to Swamiji, who actually her own biological son, but she always reveres as her God. In 2019, Swamiji demonstrated power to heal the blind through initiation into the third eye. He blessed a handful of individuals to initiate others into this science. Among them was, of course, Swami Amma.
Basic power
He
manifestation,
publicly
third eye.
described that Paramashiva himself revealed her name, that she will be also to initiate others and live as his Divya Sharira, literally as Swamiji's own extension. To conclude today's autobiography of the Avatar segment, let's watch Swamiji's beautiful words on Swami Amma.
From your JIRA report, based on your integrity, I'm going to choose. Maybe I'll be calling only few hundred people. And whether you are a Kailasavasi or Balasan, or devotee or disciple, based on your JIRA report, you will be called. You will be initiated into this science and educated into this science of Indrajala and Rasavada. Rasavada is a science of playing with molecules. Soon, the classes and initiations and programs will start. Approach Paramashiva with integrity and responsibility. Yesterday, when I was initiating everyone, the Divya Sariris, it's actually Paramashiva himself revealed my mother's name. Because she is the one never asks for anything, only goes on working. Whatever she can do, how much ever her health allows, and then she will rest. When she can't, again she'll start working. Never I have seen her asking. She will not even ask to meet me. Many people have asked, can I cook for Swamiji? But I have never seen my mother asking even the desire to cook for me. She'll say, I'll cook for everyone in the Adinam, that's enough. That whatever I can, let me do that. She will not even demand to express her love for me. Even those opportunities she will not demand. That is the level of her love and commitment. Even Paramashiva very clear. He himself revealed her name. We have more than 2,000 requests from various organizations and individuals for getting initiated into third eye, born blind and born blind people associations and visually impaired associations and everyone. We will start in all our Adinams the program for
It's now time to prepare ourselves to be in Upanishad with His Divine Holiness, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let us make a conscious decision to be in the space of deep listening with the simple integrity with Swamiji. That we are here, open and available to receive the revelations of Paramashiva. Let's chant the Mahavakya initiated by Swamiji to be in the space of gratitude and to receive the Satsang by Swamiji. Let's chant the Mahavakya.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Nithyanandeshwar Paramashiva Samarambam. Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam. Asmadacharya Paryantam. Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respect.
I welcome all the living, practicing Hindus from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapeta Kartas, Yajamans, manifestors, Sarvavarityahis, Shrimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Kailasa's e-Gurukul students, Kailasa's NHU students, Paramashivoganas, Paramashivoham Season 10 participants, all those sitting with us live on Kailasa TV, Kailasa's NTV, Kailasa's HNTV and other social media platforms. I welcome all of you with my love and respect.
On this auspicious second day of the Ganesha Chaturthi Brahmotsavam, today in the Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Peetham, Shri Mahaganapati Ananda Ganesha with 8 hands and 8 ayudhas is gracing in Sarva Lankara on the Bhuta Vahanam. We now offer our worship at the feet of Shri Mahaganapati, Shri Ananda Ganesha, and at the feet of His Divine Holiness Guru Mahasannidhanam, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, our most beloved Swamiji. Gajananam bhutaganadhisevitam kapithajambu phalasarabhakshitam umasutam shoka vinashakaranam namami vigneshwara padapankajam. Om Dhurasi dhurvadhurvantan dhurvatanyo osman dhurvaditan dhurvayam vayam dhurvamasvan devanamasi sattitamam papritamam jushtatamam vanhitamam devahutamam ahritamasi havirdhanandrigam hasvamahva armitrasya tvachakusha prekshema bherma samvikha matvahigam tisham. Om gam ganapataye namaha dhupamagrapayami. Om Uddipya Svajata Vedo Pagnan Nirritim Mama Pashugischa Mahyamavaha Jivanancha Disho Disha Mano Higamsi Jata Vedo Gamashvam Purushan Jagat Abhibhradagna Agahi Shriyama Paripataya. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Yekaharati Deepam Sandarshayami. Om Madhuvatarta Yate Madhuksharanti Sindhavaha Madhvirna Santoshadhihi Madhunakta Mutoshati Madhumatparthivagam Rajaha Madhudyaurastunas Pita Madhuman no Vanaspatir Madhumagam Astu Madhvirgavo Bhavantunaha Madhu Madhu Madhu. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Nana Vidhani Naivedyani Nivedayami. Nivedananantaram Achamanam Samarpayami. Om Namo Vratapataye Namo Ganapataye Namah Pramathapataye Namaste Stulambodaraye Kadantaya Vigna Vinashine Shivasutaya Varadamurtaye Namaha. Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Natatra Suryo Bhati na Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kutoyam Agnihi Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Mahaganapate Namaha. Shri Ananda Ganeshaya Namaha. Sarvadeva Devi Surupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Sarvopachar Pujarthe Sarvaparadhakramapanarthe Samastamangala Praptyarthe Ananda Karpura Nirajanam Sandarshayami Rakshantharayami.
Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Conscious elasticity is ability to unclutch and operate. Ability to unclutch and operate. In Sanskrit, we use the word called Sahaja Samadhi. Ability to be absolutely stress-free, but alive, active, vibrant. I can sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi whole day in this Batmasana and go on releasing the ideas about Kailasa, Reserve Bank of Kailasa. Morning Satsangathula introduce பண்ண போறேன்னு சொன்னங்க. யாத நியூஸ் ஆக்கிவிட்டாரு. இன்னும் ரிலீஸ் பண்ண கூட இல்லை. பண்றேன்னு சொன்னேன், அவ்வளவுதான். எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. நம்ம டிவோட்டீஸ், டிசைபிள்ஸ், சிஷ்ய கோடிங்கெல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. உங்களை விட சின்சியரா அவனுங்கெல்லாம் சத்சங்கம் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கானுங்க. அவனுங்க என்லைட்டன் ஆகிறது மட்டும் நீங்க ஆயிடுங்க. என்னையா போற போக்க பார்த்தா அந்த காலத்திலலாம் ஒரு சாதாரணமா நாடுன்னு நடத்துற ஒரு என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அந்த நாட்டோட பிரசிடென்ட், பிரைம் மினிஸ்டரு, அதிபர், இவங்கெல்லாம் ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயத்தை உலகத்துக்கு சொல்லணும்னா அவங்க மீடியாவை கூப்பிடுவாங்க, ப்ரெஸ் மீட் நடத்துவாங்க, சொல்லுவாங்க, அது உலகம் முழுக்க பரவும். நம்ம இருந்த இடத்துல இருந்து எதையோ சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கிறோம். அவன் எடுத்து போட்டு வைரல் ஆக்கிட்டு போயிட்டே இருக்காங்க. Usually, presidents, prime ministers, head of states, if they want to reveal something, announce something to the world, they will call for a press meet. There will be a formal press meet. They will announce and the media will ask questions and they will answer. Then it will be taken to the world. But here, I did not even make the announcement. I said, I will make the announcement on Ganesh Chaturthi. That's it. It is all over media and social media, internationally, globally. I finished the satsang, went and sat in Samadhi, attended to some of my puja and all the spiritual activities. When I came out and just Reserve Bank of Kailasa, 200 videos are up there. ஏடா அவங்க சின்சியாரிட்டிக்கு ஒரு அளவே இல்லையாடா. சரி, கொரோனா இல்லாத காலத்துல நியூஸ் வேணும்னு தேடிட்டு இருப்பீங்க. அதனால யார் என்ன சொன்னாலும் போடுவீங்க. இப்பதான் கொரோனா தான் பெரிய நியூஸ் இருக்கே. நம்மளை யார் சீண்ட போறாங்கன்னு நினைச்சுதான் நான் கேஷுவலா சொல்லிவிட்டேன். Actually, we are ready to announce. We are going to be announcing. And I am already ready with all the policies. Very elaborately, the economic policies and economic strategies. And actually, I was planning this 10 days Brahmotsavam itself. I will detail out all the economic policies and principles, strategies with Shastra Pramana in English and in Tamil, both languages. In both languages, I'll use Sanskrit. Fundamentally, the policies are formed based on Sanskrit scriptures. So the policies are in Sanskrit, translated in both the languages, English and Tamil, both languages. But only I was wondering, Still, I am not able to logically understand why this Reserve Bank of Kailasa became so popular, viral. Because I am talking every day so many things. Understand the principle of conscious elasticity, then you will be able to understand what I am trying to share with you all. Conscious elasticity means ability to completely unclutch and ability to fully involve both. This ability gets built in your system when you start enjoying unclutching more and more. There was a great saint, Ramalinga Vallalar, in South India. He gives a beautiful 3 instruction. Pasittiru, Thanittiru, Vizhittiru. Means always body should feel hunger. You should never dump the body with food and seal it up to this. Pasittiru. Always body should be functioning, alive, hungry, burning. Jataragni should be burning. See the Homagni also in Yahavunta also. If you dump the whole thing, the fire will be choked and it will not even be able to burn whatever you offered as ahuti. So you should do it in such a way that the fire should not be overloaded. Same way the Jataragni, the fire in your stomach, responsible for hunger, digestion. It should not be overloaded. It should be kept alive, constantly burning, alive. Excited, inspired, burning. Listen carefully. Pasittiru means keep your body hungry. Always, always a level of hunger should be there. Thanittiru, be unclutched. Vizhittiru, be fully alive in the state of Turiyatita and Turiyatita. That's the essence of this great saint's teaching, Ramalinga Vallalar. Pasittiru, Thanittiru, Vizhittiru. These 3 will make the conscious elasticity happen in you. I tell you, human mind is capable of manifesting everything in the life. Listen carefully. You are absolutely capable of manifesting all the powers and possibilities of Paramashiva. your delusion, I should say, the delusion forcibly dumped on you by society, your brainwashing education system, actually, society does not want classy people. It wants middle class, mediocre. Because only then it can continue to exploit you and you will be like a sheep. That is why the brainwashing, materialistic education teaches you, if you are absolutely silent, unclutched, you will not be active, enjoying life. If you are active, outgoing, you will not be indrawn. That is stupidity taught to you. This is taught in multiple levels. You should always be outgoing, and if you learnt only outgoing, you will collapse in depression. If you learnt only going inside, you will not collapse in depression. Maybe you will be a little impractical with the outer world. But I tell you, real unclutching is neither only going inward nor only going outward. It is expanding your conscious elasticity. The more you learn unclutching, you will have the ability to go inward, and you will have so much excitement and deep involved thinking through. So many celebrities who are absolutely outgoing are depressed and suicidal in their personal lives. Celebrity suicide is not accident. By the fundamental design of the binary logic and Macaulay education and materialistic brainwashing, only outgoing person has to be suicidal. It's not something rare, whether comedians or stand-up comedians or all celebrities, the film actors or even the celebrity journalists, stage actors. The only outgoing, and you see, if you are brainwashed, you are capable of only one thing. That is all is needed to destroy you. Either you die as a mediocre forever, or you live as conflicted genius and collapse. I tell you, conscious elasticity. Capacity to be in absolute Turyadita, in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and Jakrat, involved. Conscious elasticity means you can catch a thought before it gets formed inside you. Microscopic. And you can see the stars. Telescopic. And know the path it is traveling. Understand? You can catch a thought before it forms inside you. Microscopic. You can see the stars and its path. Telescopic. Is what I call as conscious elasticity, I tell you, you are simply capable of it. You are simply capable of it. You just need to drop the brainwashing done to you by the materialistic, deluded human society. They themselves are deluded, so they delude you. They really think this is the right. It's like a mother-in-law who was tortured by her mother-in-law, tortures her daughter-in-law, and her daughter-in-law learns the same trend and plans to torture her daughter-in-law. Inherited stupidity is the delusion of society. Understand? Hindu tradition is the most beautiful inherited enlightenment ecosystem. But brutally, violently, we let that inherited enlightenment ecosystem to be raped literally by the invaders. Almost lost it and standing now as orphans. Every temple disturbed is a rape happens on that ecosystem. For example, Shabarimala Ayyappan temple. If the Agama and the tradition the sacred heritage says don't allow mensurating women to this temple. That's it. It is to keep that enlightenment ecosystem of that temple for which that infrastructure, that temple was created. To be kept alive, those principles should be followed. Crossing that is literally abusing, raping that enlightenment ecosystem. It is not good. It is not right. I uttered two words. It is not good. It is not right. Understand? In each place, deity is birthed. Means God is requested and prayed to take birth in the form of that deity, like Parandama has taken the Archavatara of Attivaradar due to Brahma's prayer. Then Venkateshwara, Srinivasa becomes Archavatara after he completes what he needs to complete with the body he was using. Meenakshi is birthed by the prayers of Malayadvajan and Kanchanamala. Whether Avatara or Archavatara, they are birthed with certain principles and set of agamic cosmic science cosmic principles Understand? Treating them so cheaply, so lightly. Is violating the divine rights of the deity. And please understand, just like animal-human conflicts happening in all the forest border villages. See, these forest border villages, if the humans cross understanding they have with animals, animals will cross the understanding they have with human beings. It's like there's an understanding. This is the border. I will not cross this. You don't cross this. As long as we maintain our understandings, they also maintain. The conflicts will not be there. But when we cross, they cross, and then after that, once we cross and they cross and the conflict starts, nothing goes logically. It's all then war, runs into riot. Then it becomes survival. Whether you kill the animal first or animal kills you the first. Understand, we are getting into that kind of a human-divine conflict, which is not right. The greatest thing India has is Hindu energy centers, Shakti Peethas, enlightenment ecosystems gifted by great Hindu incarnations, sages, saints, rishis, munis. Anti-Hindu forces are let loose, and the way they are raping these enlightenment ecosystems, is leading to human divine conflicts. We all know man-animal conflict. What happens in this border, forest border district and villages, how the elephant enters into the village and villages try to enter into the forest for killing animals for various reasons, whether it's for various reasons. Invading the sacred is neither good nor right. Anyhow, listen to the principles I am trying to share with you all. The conscious elasticity. Learn more and more to be alive, awake, pasithiru, thanithiru, vizhithiru. Always be hungry. Means don't dump food, and always be unclutched. Always be alive, fully involved. can sit whole day in samadhi, unclutched, and get involved to the extreme details of micromanaging. Here I have many strategies, principles, policies to share with you all, of course with the whole world. We are going to be providing this important service. Now we have a large number of people interested in Hinduism and Kailasa. We are going to be providing these services. First, Hindu compliance body. See, just like Islam has their structure of halal meat. Even in the meat, they have a standard. These all the procedures should be followed. Only then, this is the meat accepted as per their religion, their standards, their beliefs. Hinduism has a detailed compliance procedures for everything. Food, business standards. Just like many countries have their own standards for service providing, for hotels, for any services provided, even for that there are standards. In some countries they call it ISI mark, some countries AG mark, each country has their own system. The compliance system to classify the standard, like 3-star hotel, 4-star hotel, 5-star hotel, how you classify. Some religions have their compliance system, some nations have their compliance system. I wanted to revive the Hindu compliance system to the whole world. We are going to do this as a service to the world. We are not going to charge anything for this. Anybody can ask whether their house is compliant as per Hindu Shastra. We will provide a knowledge-based service. We will provide you with the details. This is the way the house should be as per Hindu compliance, like a Vastu based on Kamika Agama Vastu. Kamika Agama is the Vastu Agama. It gives an elaborate descriptions and details. How a house should be, how a pond should be, how a village should be, how a city should be, everything. So we are going to be providing this service. Whether Hindu compliance for house, Vastu Shastra. Hindu compliance for personal jewelry. Please understand, the Hindu gemology is Hindu compliance for personal jewelry. You are born in this nakshatra, Rashi. So these are the precious gemstones, will be best for your attitude and aptitude and to keep you maximum available for yourself and for the world. So Hindu compliance for personal jewelries is Hindu gemology. Hindu compliance for energy beads, Rudraksha, Tulsi, Spatika, all that. Not just diamond, pearl, coral, not just Navaratna, even the Rudraksha, all these. Hindu compliance for personal jewelry. One beautiful thing is Hinduism is such a rich religion. It gives you vast choices. Actually, it doesn't restrict you. It just educates you and empowers you. Hindu compliance basically itself non-restrictive, empowering, enlightening principles is fundamentally the Hindu compliance principles. If you ask about the jewelry, you will not find a single restricting rule. You will only find empowering principles. You have this option, this choice, that choice. So much you can enjoy with all this using your own creativity. Same way, house. Vastu. Vastu is not restrictive, empowering. Whether to conduct certain ritual or to conduct your business, the Hindu compliance or to offer some service. Elaborate scriptures are available. I am going to revive and make it available. Please understand, somehow unfortunately, last 200 years, forcibly, we are made to believe Hinduism is functional principle only for enlightenment and spirituality. It is absolutely dysfunctional for political, social, economical system. See, making Hindu family structure, Hindu social structure dysfunctional is the greatest crime done against humanity. I am absolutely against so many brainwashing attacks on Hinduism. Please listen. Hinduism is manifested by Paramashiva himself with his disciples, Saptarishis, revealed by Paramashiva, documented and organized by Saptarishis and Dharmashastras. If you get somebody of that caliber, absolute selfless tyagis and brilliant, and develop certain principles, and using that principles you want to replace them with Hindu principles, I am absolutely okay, because Hinduism itself does not say no to it. It says Smriti can be changed, Dharma Shastras can evolve. The beauty of Hinduism. The founding fathers had tremendous trust on the intelligence of the future generations. But unfortunately, we are not trying to upgrade, we are trying to invade. Upgrading is different, invading is different. Invading the Smritis is not upgrading the Smritis. Making Hindu family structure as dysfunctional family structure, making Hindu social structure as dysfunctional social structure. These are the worst crimes being committed against humanity. We wanted to revive the Hindu compliance body. Whether you want to build a temple, you want to build your home, we support you, help you with Hindu law. The Hindu compliance, Hindu principles, anti-Hindu forces, 5M. They just invade and evade, avoid dealing with or accepting morally, legally required responsibilities, but just invade. That is the way Hinduism is being abused and literally raped by the anti-Hindu terrorists and mafia. Understand? So reviving Hindu compliance body and Hindu compliance, we are also going to make it as a very transparent. All the original principles we already started translating. For example, hotel service. What is Hindu compliance in the hotel service? And food. What is Hindu compliance for vegetarian food? Non-vegetarian food. What is Hindu compliance for non-vegetarian food? Restaurant. What is Hindu compliance for restaurant? We will provide this Hindu compliance certification free of cost as a service. And as you all know that I launched 6 Om. Saffron Om, Yellow Om, Green Om, the social service organizations, bodies. Same way today I have few to share with you all, which we are launching formally with the grace of Ganapati, Paramashiva, Parashakti, Samrajya Lakshmi. Hindu import and export, IMPEX, Hindu IMPEX services for strengthening and promotion of global import-export of Hindu products, Hindu goods, Hindu services that support Hindu principles, Hindu international trade, is the exchange of capital across international borders or territories, because there is a need or want of Hindu goods, Hindu services or Hindu products. In most countries, such trade represents significant share of gross and domestic product. With this principle, keeping each country law as the first priority. For example, any countries we will be operating, that local laws of that country will be the first priority. Now what I read out is the vision statement. This will be the second priority. Keeping the local country's laws as the first priority, the Hindu import-export services will be operating all over the world. Hindu World Trade Center. I'll actually, all this explanation and vision, this strategies, policies, economic policies, everything I will publish it with the Shastra Pramana, with the original Sanskrit Shastra Pramana references and English translation and Tamil translation, practical implication and executive order, everything. I'll share it with you all. Now I am just introducing Hindu World Trade Center. A Hindu World Trade Center is a apolitical organization that will be located in multiple countries. It functions as a network for Hindu business, Hindu businesses with access to international trade services, facilities, and it also will be helping simplify and stimulate trade by bringing together governments and industry that serve and carry on trade as per Hindu principle. We have also taken the services of 6 international organizations in the field of auditing, legal services, and knowledge input for currency, banking services, structuring these legal bodies all over the world. For example, if somebody wants these services to be provided in X country, we will work with the law of that country. As per that X country's law, we will form the bodies, legal bodies needed, whether for-profit entity or non-profit entity. There are some countries which provide both for-profit, non-profit together. So as per that country's law, the legal infrastructures will be established, and with the vision of Hindu principles and Kailasa, those services will be provided. As and now, we are launching all these services: Hindu compliance body, Hindu import-export, Hindu World Trade Center, everything as a service-oriented, means non-profit. We are not expecting any profit from these services. We are going to provide these services to help people live Hindu principles. As and now, this is the policy. There will also be an organization, Hindu Holdings, that owns the stock of Hindu companies. The Hindu holding company, it doesn't produce any goods or services itself. Its purpose is to own the shares of other Hindu companies to form Hindu corporate group. ஓடுதாங்கி பிக்ஷாடனாய் வந்த எம்பெருமானேதான் ஸ்வர்ணாகர்ஷண தனாகர்ஷண பைரவனாய் அமர்ந்து உலகத்தின் அர்த்தத்தை அர்த்தத்தோடு நிகழ்த்துகிறான். Paramashiva, who came as a bhikshadana with a begging bowl, the same Paramashiva sits as Swarnakarshana, Dhanakarshana Bhairava, and runs the economy of the universe. So as and now, I am introducing all these principles, services, strategies of Kailasa. I have always seen the disciples who feel, wow, Swamiji is doing so much. They do so much, contribute to the world. Some of the bongus who feel, he tells so many things. Will ever all these become reality? They never do anything in their life. They are extreme, frozen, convinced failure due to their non-involvement and laziness. They project the same on me. I'm just 42. Just look at the history, my track record, what I have achieved. I might have come little late to deliver whatever I claimed, but never went without delivering. Whether it is a software to make the animals speak in Sanskrit and Tamil, or powers of Paramashiva, I might have come few days late, but never missed delivering the product. See, sometimes the delay in time happens due to the attack from the anti-Hindu forces, and how I need to handle them and then contribute my positive contributions. Unfortunately, Hindus are too broken. That's the right word I'll use. Last 1,000 years of slavery, and especially 200 years of brutal brainwashing and slavery, Hindus lost confidence that Hinduism is a functional social system, economic system, legal system. Please understand, still Hindus are having the confidence Hinduism is a functional religious system. But unfortunately, even Hindus are not ready to believe Hinduism is functional business system. Hinduism is functional trade system. Hinduism is functional social system. Hinduism is functional for all your pleasures, joys, luxuries, comforts. It is absolutely practical even in modern day. Even Hindus lost confidence in this. Hinduism is a powerful, beautiful, stable, functional legal system. It is amazing functional economic system, functional legal system, functional social system, functional moral system. I am trying to revive each of that aspect through a ministry. The finance ministry of KAILASA is with the only vision and motive of making world understand Hinduism is a functional economic system. Same way, Hinduism is a functional education system. Hinduism is a functional medical system. Please understand. As simple as attending to your headache to head transplant surgery. In every level, Hinduism is functional medical system. So my job is to make people feel confident about functionality of Hinduism. Hinduism is amazing. Principled system for business, trades, import, exports. We had a beautiful functional principles and laws. I'll be reviving all of that and revealing it to the world. I am not competition for any country, any religion. I don't hate any country, any religion. I just want to revive Hinduism and Hindu principles. I have tremendous confidence on Hindu principles due to the inspiration given to me by Paramashiva and my own gurus. Guru Parampara. So I want to revive the Hindu economic principles, not competing with any country or any religion, complementing to all countries and all religions. I am not competition, I am complement. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.